Orange leaf tea. Yo, what's up? It's someone that's someone, and welcome back to today's report. Today's report is coming from Marcel. When this happened, Thursday, July 14th, 2022. The substance used, orange leaves, at a dose of 10 leaves. The route administration, tea. Gender, male. Weight, 215 pounds. Height, 5'9". First prior experience, cannabis, alcohol, kratom, Adderall, various amphetamines, DXM, various prescription opioids, mushrooms, MDMA, ketamine, caffeine, modafinil, and nicotine. For his set, happy and motivated, and for the setting, he notes, at my apartment with my girlfriend and someone that's someone. Alright, here we finally have it, a report on orange leaves. This got voted on next recently, but this has been on my list for a long ass time now. Orange leaves first came up in a report we covered titled Possible Remedy for Overdose by Hitoner. In Mexico, this user consumed datura, LSD, and alcohol, and ended up in a psychotic state. The people he was around ended up giving him orange leaf tea as a remedy, and it actually worked in relaxing him and temporarily bringing him back to a conscious state of mind. Which this I found surprising, since as a substance, this isn't really established. There's very limited information out there concerning the effects of orange leaves, but apparently this, along with other citrus leaves, can be used to make a tea and provide some health benefits, and potentially some slight psychoactive effects. There seems to be somewhat of a culture that was passed down of its usage, but by how scarcely known this is and how no one really talks about it, I feel like some of the information may have been lost and or forgotten. Beyond your simple oranges, the leaves do show a lot of potential as a medicine and maybe as a psychoactive substance, which we aren't going to dive in too deeply here with this video. This video is mainly an introduction on orange leaves and its potential effects, as I'm actually going to have almost a sibling video to this one where we'll dive deep into things. Now you might recognize the name Marcel. Marcel is one of my good homies who's been in a lot of my stories now. And what had happened was, we acquired our own orange leaves for this video. Reason being is, I couldn't find any subjective experiences with the tea outside of small comments on it. We need something legitimate and with details, also in mind that's searching for psychoactive potential. And I didn't want to do it just alone and post the story of it, because someone that's someone doesn't do his own trip reports, but he tells his own stories. So I needed another perspective on this, and I got Marcel for the occasion, which he was more than happy to try it and see what's up. His experience was more mild than mine, but there are some pretty strong differences when it came to both our stories that you'll find out. And just so you know, we were together for this when we tried this. But I definitely do feel like there is something there with this, albeit mild. So I'm sure you'll enjoy this report. Without further ado, let's dive right into this. We started by boiling some water and getting our leaves in the cups. I had 10 orange leaves in my cup, in which I was making an orange leaf tea. After putting the boiling water in the cups with the orange leaves, I went to play some video games with someone that's someone. Someone that's someone has been a friend of mine for over a decade, and that's the homie for sure. So after about 10 to 15 minutes, I don't like hot drinks, so I had to let the tea cool down a bit. I was able to take a drink. The taste was very light, but it was herbal, slightly citrusy, and honestly, very refreshing. The water turns into a light green tea, and I did enjoy the taste. For the record, I was on no other substances at the time of ingestion. Earlier in the day, I had 60 milligrams of caffeine, which for me has practically no effect other than to prevent a caffeine withdrawal headache. I used to be very addicted to caffeine with a high tolerance, 600 to 1,000 milligrams ingested consistently. So going into the experience, I felt like myself. I'm generally pretty calm, sociable, energetic, and happy. I did not go into this experience expecting any sort of particular effects, so I do not believe that any sort of placebo effect will work on me. So that being said, while playing the game with someone that's someone, I did feel a mild focus enhancement, as though my awareness and reaction time has slightly increased within 20 minutes of finishing my tea. Right around this time, I was expecting a call from my boss in regards to the plan for some jobs coming up and information regarding equipment that had finally been fixed. My conversations with my boss are generally positive, energetic, and logically driven because most conversations have to do with planning, scheduling, and number-related information. I do not believe that the orange leaf tea had any impact on my conversation skills or my ability to process and relay information, meaning I did not experience enhancement on my sociability or lack thereof. After about a 20-minute conversation, I got back to playing the game and chatting with someone. From this point on, there were no realizable effects from the tea. I went to sleep a few hours later, and the tea had no impact on sleep quality or anything else for the rest of the evening. Overall, I feel as though there are other over-the-counter teas that will provide more of a benefit in regards to energy, focus, and relaxation. While the taste was okay, I do not ever see myself buying the tea for usage in the future. But as always, this is just my personal opinion.